Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Sheffield United, where things have gone particularly well since we last met, dispatching Rotherham out of the FA Cup. Bitter rivals and neighbours Rotherham, they're gone, much to the Blaze delight. Fulham 1-0 in the league followed that one up, and since then we've done quite well too. Aston Villa 2-0 away from home, Everton 1-0 at home, Southampton 0-0 away from home. That point is better than it looks. Beat Wolves in extra time in the FA Cup 5th round, then Tottenham we welcomed and beat them 3-1. We like Tottenham. We beat them 3-0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium early in the season. So an aggregate 6-1 over Spurs this season, who are also rubbish in my save and currently managed by Michael O'Neill. I know Tottenham are generally quite bad in this year's game. Don't know why. But are they hiring Michael O'Neill bad? And then 1-1, disappointing, late equaliser for Burnley, who did that to us on the first day of the season, of course. So a pattern is emerging there. Today, West Ham and Leeds, of course, another local rival. So it is West Ham now. The other 5 teams around us are the remaining big 6 teams that aren't Tottenham. Southampton just slipping into 7th at this point, but it's a good old season for them regardless, and I need to change a few people around. Benoit Badiashile, by the way, has the most player of matches awards of our entire team, and he joined in January. What a signing he's been. 7.8 average for the lad. 7.8. He's put Evian to shame, that's for bloody sure. There's a few people returning to full fitness quite soon, John Egan amongst them, so Vavro versus Egan is going to be an interesting question, but Vavro's been very good alongside Badiashile as well. So for this match, it's going to be Ramsdale, Stevens, Badiashile, Vavro, Bogle, Burge and Gagliardini in the middle, Gordon, McBurney, swap that back to Shadow Striker, now it's got an actual striker in it, and Montiel on the right, Musset up front, who has got 75 minutes in him, so 75 minutes he shall play. Gordon's on the left mostly because Ancelotti's rung me up and said, why aren't you playing Gordon? Well, the answer to that because he was injured for 2 or 3 months. But now he's back, we can play him. He was quite good at the beginning of the season, so I'm hoping he refines that form. Yeah, I really feel like the media one is a lot more potent this year. West Ham appear to have acquired Danny Rose, didn't notice that on the team sheet. Gordon's just tripped over himself, or they might have been ran into another player there. Gordon to Burge, though. We'll find McBurney. McBurney will be tackled and Yarmolenko takes over. Nice dink across and Montiel gets that particular one, just plays it safe back to Aaron Ramsdale. Stevens now. Badiashile, Burge, and we build again from the back. Montiel will find Bogle on the far side. We're 2 minutes into this game, but I've just paused it real quick because I just want to show you something tactical about the formation we play. You can see here, overlapping wing-back. Montiel, the right winger, inverted winger, but still. Up front, you've got Musset pressing on those back 2 with the shadow striker coming in from behind. And then there's one of the midfielders running in too. Don't know which one it is at this point in time. The other one just holding back a little bit further back there. And then on the left-hand side, you've got Anthony Gordon here today, just running in, making a nuisance of himself against their right back. Now, what you can't see is the left back is probably just off screen here as well, ready to pick up the ball in case it bounces over to this side. So we do, attacking-wise, we do have quite a lot on them right now, and defensively, realistically, the only person at this stage that we really are defending is their one striker. We've pretty much got every other option covered except for perhaps their player that's behind our right back at this stage. If it goes to him, we're in trouble. But otherwise, the amount of pressure we put on that back line with options is how we're creating our chances. I just thought I'd pause it in case it came to anything. I see our left back's just running in here, just ready to be a problem in case it comes to him. Didn't quite that time round, but you can see the idea for our formation. It was probably Gagliardini running in, being the box-to-box. But in fact, they actually are playing 3 at the back. So the fact our striker was only pressing against the back 2 there, I don't know where their third defender gone. Sorry, have they acquired Craig Dawson? They have. I feel like West Ham don't normally have Craig Dawson. No, he was West Brom for a very long while. He was at Watford last year. By the way, I can't believe we got to mention I have put faces in now, so it feels slightly less bleak on the lineups. Due to get to half-time without any other highlights, though, we do have the better of it, but not by a great deal. Bogle Book, Badiashile being the best player once more. Montiel's on a 6.9 though, and Gordon on a 6.7 on the left. The 2 inside forwards doing quite well today. Nice to see them clicking for the first time. It feels like it's actually the fullbacks out of the problem positions right now. A corner, they are marking the short option, but they do get to the ball first, which is problematic because it seems to be the left back's taking it. Don't know why. Yeah, that was Ender Stevens taking that ball, but thankfully they've taken just long enough that we have sort of defensively covered ourselves as he goes for a long-range shot that ended up reasonably over. I deliberately made sure that Ender Stevens wasn't taking corners, and for some reason he's taking the corner. Both fullbacks being a little bit problematic today. There's only 12 minutes to go, so I'm replacing them both with natural midfielders. Now, I think Basham actually is most predominantly a centre-back. Immediately booked, so I'm so glad Bogle went off, because he was booked as well. I just realised Musée was only good for 75, but McBurney is the one coming off here for McGoldrick. And full-time 0-0. What a thrilling ride that was for you all. The highlights of the game being 4 yellow cards, all for us, somehow. Benoit Badiashile with a 7.9. Ridiculous. Ridiculous player. Well, I can highly recommend Benoit Badiashile for your saves these days then. Does make 11 unbeaten though. Leeds not doing particularly well, just to let you guys know. They are 19th. Just to put that into context, Benoit Badiashile is one player of the match award away from being in the top 3. He joined in January. Oh no, Jack Rodwell's injured. Sorry, one of the Twitter people said we couldn't afford to lose him. Did you even know he was here? Because I keep forgetting. By the way, the irony's not lost on me. I highlight the way that we attack and then we proceed to score 0 goals. Jesse Lingard scored. What? That's a bug, obviously. Youth intake day can't be far off. It wasn't a promising youth intake, I seem to remember, but can't be too far off. I think the big boys tend to have those at the beginning of March and then we filter in slightly later on. I was actually kind of interested by this. We appear to be slightly on the clinical side and slightly on the aggressive side, but we are now no longer a leaky side defensively. Although now I don't know which graph is which. I think leaky was the horizontal one. So now slightly quiet and not leaky at all. We're on the impenetrable side, so that's nice. Wait, what? This has got to be the wrong way around. XG against per game, apparently we're way worse than Leeds. That can't be right, because we're impenetrable, apparently. And they are very, very leaky. So I think they've highlighted these the wrong way around. That might be a bug. That might genuinely be a bug. Has Chris Wilder gone anywhere? No, unemployed. Eddie Howe's taken over Leeds, by the way. Tell you what though, with Fulham in particular doing alright, there is going to be one decent side going down, probably Leicester. Well, Howe's downplayed the fixture, so good luck. That's just disenfranchised your entire fan base, Eddie. Sheffield United, just another fixture. Tell that to the Leeds fans in my own Twitter timeline that were not pleased that I was doing a Sheffield United save. Expecting Howe out. Hashtags to be raging at this weekend. Meanwhile, Manchester derby, City triumph. City now top. 64 points for them, 61 Liverpool, 57 Chelsea, 54 Man United. There was a point in time where we looked like we might just sneak in if we were good. Mind you, game in hand, if we do win this, we're only 3 points behind Man United. Man United's early dominance, by the way, has slid off, so a little bit more realistic for Man United, actually. Not quite the whitewash that we've seen in other people's saves for United. Typically you seem to be seeing a two-way fight between Liverpool and Man United in most people's. Not more spread out for us. Man United won the Carabao, so they did triumph over West Brom, seemingly. Which does mean, theoretically, there will be another European spot. But I guess that won't get confirmed until Man United confirm their top 4-ness, or European endeavours elsewhere. But just have that back in my mind. A 7th might be alright. Leicester acquired Mario Mandzukic, by the way, and they're still bottom. Brewster's back. Brewster can play on the left. Brewster will do that. We've had, I think, enough time in between the games. I think that's going to be the only change. Egan's still not quite back. Oh, Adam Smith at right back as well. He's available, so he's going to go there. Don't think he's actually... Oh, no. Bogle's actually the better player. Now? Okay, then. Well, Bogle it is. Yeah, just after Brewster went on 5 goals in 5 games, injured. So that was fun. Just ignored the pre-match press conference, didn't even send the assistant. That was my bad. But anyway, away we go. Leeds United have acquired Eze. What? How have they managed that? Crystal Palace have just signed them this year. Dallas punts that one clear, and Rodrigo, well, he's mugged off. I can only presume Vavro there. Yep. Great solo effort. To be honest, once I realised where that ball was going, I knew he was going to round the defender. Vavro tried to head it, I think, even though he was already at foot level by the point he tried to head it. Yeah, as soon as that ball went towards Rodrigo, I knew that was going in the goal. But don't panic. It's their only shot. Well, now 50% of their shots. Can we please can we play it shorter? Now can we play it more direct again? Situation that keeps happening. I'm curious by the Eze thing. I wonder if it's a loan. Brewster now finds Burge, Gagliardini, intercepted, and doesn't get to Rodrigo this time. We're not even playing the offside trap, and feels like they are. Oh dear, that was a terrible shot. Badiashile though. Did I say shot? Pass. Mousset, Brewster, McBurney's through. Oh, Ollie McBurney, only his 3rd goal this year, but does a somersault nonetheless. Was not expecting that from Ollie McBurney. Not going to lie. Didn't really had him down for the gymnastic type. But that's a lovely little work move, though. And I'm going to presume it's Melier in goal. Probably should have done better. But I don't care. McBurney is sad. Oh, he's anxious, but he's on a 7.3. And half time just arrives. I'm not happy. I'm looking for you to make the difference. All of you. Just pause briefly while I find out what's going on. Yeah, on loan from Crystal Palace. That makes some sense. Montiel on a 7, though. Certainly performing on that right side is Montiel. Back to short again, apparently. I just feel like I'm standing on the sideline just going, shorter, longer, shorter. Do what you want. Smith on. I mean, there's literally nothing happening. A little bit of jiggery-pokery sees Norwood come in the middle of midfield. Don't know why that was such a hard sentence to try and say there. And Osborne will come in at left back as well. Just push Brewster up onto the left-hand side so it'll go slightly more asymmetric. Well, I'd love to show you this important encounter between two Yorkshire sides, but we finally have a highlight. 89 minutes on the clock. And this could be a dramatic end. Osborne skates past that particular challenge. Can he get it to someone in the box? He's whipped it across. Montiel's there, sort of. I think it's hit the post. There's going to be 3 minutes of injury time. He was hooked out for a corner, though. And Osborne whips that one in. Lovely whip. Llorente heads it away. And it's going to be another draw, I think. Yep, 1-1. Pretty much all the Leeds' action happened in the first half, and we gradually came into that. Best performer, Benoit Badiashile. Welcome to the player of the match. Top 3. There's no excuses for that sort of match. Well, it's got to be said, a couple of disappointments, really, despite the fact it doesn't extend our unbeaten run. The only consolation is Arsenal are, with the game in hand, 7 points behind. The bad news is our remaining 7 games include the other 5 teams around us and above us. Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man City are in those remaining 11 games. But that being said, I think it's actually, for once, I am going to do a quick turnaround because Liverpool FA Cup quarter-final is only a game away. West Brom in between. I might just bring you back for that Liverpool FA Cup quarter-final and just make it just that match. And then perhaps we'll do the Man City and Leicester ones after that, and then we'll do the end of the season one. Probably shouldn't have done West Ham because I didn't realise the end of the season. But that's probably the plan. Liverpool by itself in the FA Cup quarter-final. If we somehow progress from that, of course, we'll feature the FA Cup future rounds too. So I'll see you for that next time. Until then, ta-ra.